Alright, so I'm in design school here at the U, and I just got out of a critique, and there was a pretty interesting idea brought up by the director that I kind of wanted to talk about. So what he said is that they're not trying to teach us how to make a product. They're trying to teach us how to build a relationship with our own process. And so we can... And it made me think about how important is the thing that I'm actually turning out versus how important is it that I know how to create something. Sure, anyone can at any point take a nice picture or make a cool video or design something that looks nice. But the important thing is to consistently be able to replicate that high quality of design over and over and over again. Quick side note, do you remember the chocolate milk that I talked about in my other video that I really liked? You can actually get the chocolate milk that I think is so good at this new Winco they just built right here. And it's closer to my house than the Walmart, so I've been coming here now. I mean, the whole reason I entered the design program really was because I knew that it would help me in any creative part of my life. Learning how to make a process to tell a story or to create something new, whether it's a video or a new design or some art concept, I think that is the really valuable part that they teach at school. How are you supposed to get these things out? Seriously. Maybe this is all just an attempt to make myself feel better in that even though my stuff sucks, I'm trying to say that my process is getting better, so I'm not as terrible as I think I am. But hey, as long as you keep making, right? As long as you refine your process, you'll get there one day, right, Daniel? That's what I tell myself. You know that cheesy quote, the joy is in the journey? I think that's pretty much all I'm trying to say. You can teach a man, what is it? You can lead a man to water. If you give a man a fish, he'll be fed for a day. If you teach a man how to fish, he'll be fed for a lifetime. So it's like if you learn the process, you'll be able to do it forever. But if you just try making on occasion, maybe sometimes you'll catch a fish. Okay, two more things just really, really quickly. Side note number one of my favorite podcasts sent me this shirt. That's so sweet. I'm gonna put it on right now. Dope. That thing is way rad. Thank you 20,000 Hertz and De Facto Sound. I love your podcast. Keep it up. Side note number two. Kia bought this really heavy filter for the drone, and I haven't gotten to try it out yet, but it looks really, really fancy. It's really, really bright outside, and this would be the perfect time to use it. So let's see what we can do. I didn't realize that my drone would have to update, so I'm just sitting here kind of waiting for it. Okay, so I wasn't able to get my drone working, but I tried again with Susie today. I met her in Italy for the film program, and she recently bought a drone and she wants to fly it with me. And you know that I'm always down to fly a drone, but I don't know where my filter is. Maybe it's in the other room. Drone stuff. Oh, did I put it in my backpack? Oh, I put it right here. Bam. Yo! What's up? Do you see how bright it is out here?
I'm starving. Daniel.
What?
Do you need a filter?
Yeah, put this filter on it. You want to pop these bad boys out. This needs to be plugged in.
Okay, Susie? Do something cool.
Do something cool, right? I don't have a SD card. I'm so stupid. I forgot SD card, but it's oh, the picture looks freaking cool.
Anyway, I'm gonna put in some different drone footage, but I have some really interesting news to go with it. So I went to Louisiana for the first time since being born there like 2 months ago. And when I was there, I was in downtown Shreveport, and I took my drone and I just flew around some buildings. And there are some interesting things that I picked up. Number one, there's this building that says "You Need a Biscuit," and I actually got some really, what I think is really cool shots of it. Joellen, the really funny lady that's in the Louisiana video,
We are in the elevator, and
she messaged my mom today. There's an article that reads, "Shreveport building and street reopen after partial roof collapse." That is the I Need a Biscuit building, or Need a Biscuit. It says, Shreveport. The mystery didn't last too long about what caused the sound of a huge boom heard round downtown Shreveport late on this Monday morning. So the roof finally decided to collapse on it, which you can see in the footage is like really, really, really dilapidated. Interesting thing number two. There is this really big church there, and it's got this really tall steeple like right across the street from this You Need a Biscuit building. And then I found this story about it, which Joellen had kind of told me about. Actually, when I asked her to tell me the story on camera, I was gonna put it in the video, but she just said, oh, it's on the internet. So, here it is. Back in October of 2009, a huge storm came through Shreveport. It was October 29th, and it caused that steeple to fall over, and it landed on someone who was coming home from work. And it crushed their car, their entire car.
But underneath the tons of brick and metal, Michael was clinging to life. It took an hour, but the rescue workers finally freed him from the wreckage alive. Michael lost a dangerous amount of blood and sustained over a dozen broken bones, including his sternum and 2 vertebrae.
Michael Williams, who is now referred to as the Steeple Man.
When they first arrived and they assessed the scene, because I had my head down, they phoned into the fire chief that the victim was deceased. Wow. And they came over with a blanket to cover me up, and that's when I raised my head up and asked them to just get me out.
So that's 2 collapsing buildings in a block of one another. Okay, interesting thing number 3 is actually in the back of that video you can see this building. And this is the first place that Elvis Presley played a live concert. Isn't that really cool though? That's Shreveport. That's where I was born. Stories keep on coming.